Así que descontinuado. Esta es la segunda advertencia que le hacemos. Oiga, así que descontinuado. No dejen pasar a los pepenadores. Esta es la segunda advertencia que le hacemos. ¿Cómo? No dejen pasar a los pepenadores. Algo grave puede sucederle.
Hello, gents. Hello. Can you hear me well? How's the mic today? I hope it's good. How are you doing? What a day, guys. What a day. What a magnificent day. I went to dinner and then when I returned, oh my God, how things had changed. Just adjusting the music now. Was it too loud? All right, sorry about that, guys. How is everyone doing? DJ Pauli, how are you doing, sir? Welcome. Fugly, how are you, man? Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. That someone broke into my house when the audio started. Man, sorry, bro. It was a bit loud, probably. Let me change the tunes now. There we go. It should be okay. If it's too loud, you guys let me know. All right. Nice. Mark is working great. Fugly, thank you. What's up? Guys, crazy day so far, right? We had another infamous Richard Hart tweet. Was he answering me? Oh my God, maybe he was, because I sent a tweet yesterday claiming RH is behind the P copies, he's behind pDAI, and today was like, no bro, I don't think I am, bro. So yeah. Oh, sorry. Oops. Okay. You can hear loud and clear, but we need to know pDAI to PDP is inevitable. Man, that's gonna be an interesting outcome. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. It really depends, I guess. You know, if there is an exploit or not at the end of the day, right? That's what matters. If there isn't, obviously, yes, I'm pretty sure that's still the plan. So as long as, you know, everything is working fine, which we should know in the next couple of days, I guess. At least that's my expectation, right? Independently of what Richard tweeted, right? Those are different, separate subjects. One subject is, in my opinion, of course, who released pDAI, and the other subject is pDAI working, as expected, right? Like, so those are two different subjects. So, like, so far, it's kind of shady waters regarding the is it working as expected? We don't know still, right? At least I don't know. There's some doubts in that. Some addresses minting that could be outside of the scope or the expectations, right? But it's still, in my mind, still unsure, right? I didn't have anything going. I wasn't affecting the background. Okay. All right. Do I think the pDAI narrative is over, man? That's a very good question. I don't think so, man. I don't think it's over, right? It's like asking in the past if the hex from Ethereum narrative was over, right? When Richard tweeted that the market has chosen. I think those are similar situations. But again, there's a is the microphone working now? Sorry, guys. Just let me know because it's. I think it kind of went nuts. I kind of lost the microphone connection. Let me know if it's working or if the sound is weird. I need to replace the cable of the microphone. I think I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. So where was I? Yes, the pDAI narrative, right? So the pDAI narrative, for me, it really depends on the address thing, right? The guys that are minting, the addresses that are minting, if they're like outside of the scope, if it's an actual exploit, then I don't think. Okay, perfect. The microphone is working. Okay, perfect. So I don't think if there was when I say exploit, is address is meaning outside of the expected scope of whoever took over during the AMM phase, right? Between the time we had access to Pulsechain and when Pulsechain was actually launched, right? Because there was a couple of days or a week or something in between. So during those days, there was a lot of activity, right? Setting the prices, etc. So, like, if there is an address that falls outside of the addresses that were expected, to have that kind of access, then I think there's like a sort of exploit, right? In that sense, right? Not that there is an exploit because the address had access, but because it's an address that was not accounted for, let's say. So if that's the case, yes, I think not that the narrative is going to die, but if there's an address that can still mint, right, that could be a problem. But again, it really depends on the PMaker, functionality. But it's still very shady, waters in that. But at least to me, right, it always was, right. It's not something new. I was always of the opinion that there was work to be done, right, in the PMaker, vaults, because that's. They are quite complex, right? The way that they're set up, they're quite complex. So until it is more clear to me, right, what's going to happen with the auctions, I don't know, right? It's exactly what I said yesterday, right? In that sense, it really depends on the outcome of the next few days of how the PMaker, vault handles all these, minting and paying back the debt, etc. We'll see what happens, right? But anyways, I still think that how can I put this? I think in a way I think this is a similar situation to hex from Ethereum and hex, right? When Richard tweeted that the market has chosen and all that stuff, and people went nuts, right? So I think this might be a similar situation, and I've seen a couple of tweets of people that think the same. But at the same time, we kind of need to take what Richard says, at face value, right? In the sense that he wrote that he is not behind, right? The pDAI, right? He didn't write pDAI, obviously, but everybody interpreted that way. So I'm gonna, follow that line of thought, and in that sense. Yeah, it could be that he's not. He doesn't see himself as like somebody who's behind it. So I would, if that is true, right? Because there's like many interpretations. Like, let's say that interpretation, if that is true, then I would be a little bit less, like, less bullish on the pick up, is just in the sense that he doesn't really see himself, as the guy who's behind any of them, right? So yeah, but again, in terms of probabilities, I'm not sure if this has the highest probability, right? Because again, we need to interpret what Richard says. Like, in my opinion, of course, not everything is at face value, because we cannot say that some stuff is, at face value, some other stuff is just interpretation. Like, we need to pick one, right? Either we always interpret what he's trying to say, or we take everything at face value. At least in my opinion, right? So yeah, it's still, again, like, it's still gray area. Everything to me is like in a gray area. So when it's like when in doubt, zoom out. In the sense, for me, when I say zoom out, is like try to try to not overthink, right? Not do anything stupid, right? Like selling everything, or like but that could have been the best solution, right? It really depends on the final outcome, right? But in any way, I've always said that this guy was awesome as a experiment, right? Because it's a meme coin with stablecoin features, and that's amazing. That's a really great experiment, right? So and the fact it was being done on Pulsechain it still is like extremely bullish in my opinion, right? So what do I make of this, like, whole situation? I think it, like, again, similar situation to Hex and eHEX, right? Like, he's the founder of Pulsechain, so he's absolutely entitled to say whatever he wants in that regard, right? If he likes something, if he doesn't like something, if he thinks that he's behind something, if he's not, like, etc., right? So I don't think that it changes the narrative itself, right? It's still the same coin. It has the same functionality. So we'll see. Again, for me, it really depends on whoever is minting and the reasons behind it, right? If it fits outside, because again, what I took from this situation, as I said yesterday, is that, like, from all the projects that I worked in the past, right, like big companies, small companies, etc., like my experience was, like, every time there was a technical problem, like a big one, like a hack, or like money lost, or like whatever it was, something big, like everything kind of stopped, right? And like people were focused, like nobody was responding to anyone, like anything from the outside, which kind of was what happened, like in the last couple of days, right? A bit of radio silence, I guess. There was like a tweet or something, but a bit of a radio silence. That could be due to many different reasons, obviously, right? But could be also related to that address that was minting, like trying to figure out what was going on, right? I'm not sure. I'm literally speculating. Now, does it look good? No, it doesn't. But that's a good thing, right? When it doesn't look good, it's a good thing. We know that, guys. It's like when it didn't look good for Hex, right? Mine is 99% down. Like, well, nobody. Oh, well, now there's like a fight between the Hex and all that shit. Like, that was a great time to buy Hex, right? That was the best time actually to buy Hex. So I think it's could be a similar situation, right? Not saying that it is, but it could be. Right, let's see more comments. What you guys saying in this stream today? Crypto7 said no serious investors will buy pDAI, I assume, after that's good. No, I mean, I don't agree, right? But I don't give a shit about what Crypto7 says, man. I don't watch him. I don't care, right? It's just some guy. So I don't follow whatever he says. But like, from my experience, he's not a very smart person, like in terms of like advice, right? But I could be wrong, anyways. But yeah, I don't think so. Again, this is, I think, much more complex than just good and bad, right? If you look at this through at least my lenses, like I try to be objective and like science approach, right? This is an experiment, and it's a very cool experiment. And like, I understand that people don't like it and they have their reasons because they want everyone to buy their bags. I get it. It's absolutely fine. But look, I went to pDAI like when it was extremely cheap, like August 2023. So like, what? And I told people, right, like, this is a good time, right? So I really don't understand why, like, why people get so angry, like people buying pDAI, and the narrative, right? It's an experiment. I understand that they get angry because some people push it like a certainty and like push crazy ideas. And I made a tweet, I don't know when was it, like a couple of months back, criticizing the pDAI leadership, because like I said, like, the narratives that they're pushing are retarded. The collateralization through like staked hex and all that shit, that was fucking stupid. That made absolutely no sense at all, at least to me, right? It was crazy stuff. And the PEG was going to happen in December, and then, like, no, bro. And Richard was going to vote on the PEG. No, bro. Like, that was retarded stuff, in my opinion, like completely bullshit, right? But it doesn't mean that I don't think the narrative is cool. I don't think that the PEG is impossible. Like, like people need to split up like those things, right? And I understand you might get angry because like some people are pushing crazy ideas. I understand it, but it's not because some people are pushing crazy ideas that the idea itself is crazy, right? Or is that it's impossible, or that it's a bad thing, right? And people are just too emotional, right? They're just too emotional and they cannot see things objectively. And this applies to hexskins too, man. And you could see during the hex debacle, right? When it was down 99% and then 99% and then another 99%. So you can see that these people are very emotional about like this kind of stuff, right? So, and in my opinion, Pulsechain was not built for hex. Like whatever people say, this was built for hex. No, bro, it wasn't. This is a chain, and in a new chain, you are expected to have new products, new stuff. So yeah, that's just my approach. If it's a chain, it's supposed to have activity. It's not like, oh, there's 4 coins here. No, bro, like, what's the point of a new chain for that, man? Just to have 4 coins? No, I don't like that. I like chains that have a lot of activity, a lot of products, a lot of different use cases. That's what I think attracts people. That's what happens in Ethereum, right? It's not let's go to Ethereum and only buy Vitalik's coin. No, man, nobody does that. It's stupid. You don't go to BNB only buy the BNB coin. No, man, you buy a bunch of different things. That's how things work, right? Like I understand that some people only want to buy one coin, and I'm absolutely fine with that. It's a strategy. It's a good strategy if it works, obviously. And I mean, I'm happy, right? But like, just because you do that, you don't need to say that other people are retarded. You know, it's just a strategy, right? It's good that people are experimenting in your chain. You know, it's good. And to me, this is all an experiment, right? It's an experience, and I don't know the final outcome, right? I'm not here like trying to tell you guys I know the final outcome, it's going to be this. No, this is an experiment. It might work, might not work, but this applies not only to pDAI, it applies to X, to Inc, to Pulsechain itself. It's an experiment. We do not know the final outcome. That's why it's so interesting, right? That's why there's so much opportunity, because if you knew the outcome, there was no opportunity, right? It's kind of basic logic. Yeah, nice comment, man. Welcome to Pulsechain. We hate each other. Yeah, man, that's a good thing, actually. You know, at the end of the day, that keeps things going. You know, keeps things going, keeps the drama on, the fire on. Right, the microphone is working. Was it off again? I hope not. Could it be that he tweeted that because he didn't expect the judge allowing the second to do? Maybe, man. I don't know. I've seen that speculation. I don't know from who, but somebody was speculating that. On that, and it could be, right? It could be that he's just trying to, you know, distance himself from all the shit that could, you know, be you know, linked to him, right? And maybe it wasn't smart of me, and like, you know, people saying, but me special, because I've been saying that. I said that a lot of times, I guess, like, you know, saying that, you know, this is like Richard's coin, right? I understand that he's trying to distance himself, but, you know, I'm just stating my opinion, right? It's like saying Hex is Richard's coin. You know, he's the founder, right? I'm not saying he's responsible for the coin. I'm just saying that he founded the coin, like he founded Pulsechain, right? It doesn't mean that he's responsible for it, right? It's just that somebody had to do it and is the face behind it, right? In that sense. Still no fucking expectations, right? Never. Do not have expectations, but something that I believe to be true, I'm gonna say it, right? It's not that it's a good or bad thing. It is what it is. In my opinion, like, I don't care whatever people say. Like, whoever, you know, created the copies is the founder of those copies, right? It's not saying that he's responsible for them, right? That's another discussion. Just saying that somebody pushed the button, right? I know it was a dev, right? But I'm talking about the face behind it. So that's only my opinion, obviously, right? But I understand that, and that could be the case, Grumpy. That could be 100% the case, Grumpy. So yeah, it's a good comment. It is a very good speculation, I guess. But man, we'll see what happens in the next days. I think they're going to be very important next few weeks, I guess. Did Seven do a I have no fucking idea, man. I heard, like, I think he created a token, right? Or he was like asking for like money for a token, but I don't know. I remember a video that I left, like something like if you send less than something, it's I don't count it, or I don't know, something like that in those terms. But I forgot about it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, man, I understand those. It's a difficult subject, right? Especially in Pulsechain, because you cannot talk about stuff. People get angry, right? Just because you're talking about stuff, right? And again, I understand that I understand some of the hatred, like, because some of the narratives were really stupid, right? In my opinion, it's not that because I think they're stupid, they're actually, actually factually stupid, or they're not going to work. I just thought that they were stupid because the probability of them being right were so fucking low that, you could say that, is there a possibility that Richard uses the StakeHEX like to collateralize pDAI? I mean, there's a slime, almost impossible chance that happens, right? Like you can say that, in my opinion. Like you don't say that that's gonna happen or that's a strong possibility, because that's actually not true, man. And I don't like to share stuff that it isn't true, in my opinion. Now, the whole peg and pDAI, reaching a dollar. Like again, those are two different things. The peg or pDAI reaching a dollar, but why couldn't pDAI still reach a dollar, right? Again, if there is like an actual exploit, somebody actually minting outside of what's expected, then I understand why. But if not, I don't see a problem in that at all. Even if it doesn't peg at the end, even if the vault doesn't work, blah blah blah, even if it's just a Bitcoin, right? It can happen. Dodge pumps too, so why not? It's just the narrative, right? So again, I think people get emotional and they cannot look at this objectively, right? They cannot separate the subjects within the discussion, the topics within the discussion. You just mix everything up and and get emotional, basically. Oh, you're buying this coin instead of the hex or ink, or you shouldn't. Why shouldn't? Like, what does that mean even? Like, shouldn't? It's like people's money, man. They can do whatever they want with their fucking money, man. That's my perspective. And look, I'm always saying this, and I have my largest bag is still hex, right? So please do buy hex, because that's good for me, right? But I mean, this is a new chain, so I like to look at new things too. I mean, I don't understand why build a new chain if you're not supposed to look at new things, right? So that's my perspective. Isn't it great, Pedro? Isn't it great today? The SEC said they won't be pursuing their appeal against the XRP, so they are dropping the case. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a very good point, Fugly. I mean, that could be the case, that the SEC just doesn't want to lose, so they just we want to make an amendment. The amendment is we drop the case. maybe that's going to be it. I don't know, man. I don't know how that works. No idea. But that would be extremely cool. That would be extremely cool, right? If they did that, right? If they did that would be awesome. Now, is that gonna happen? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's something that they usually do, but yeah, probably. I think that they're gonna. I don't know if they said they're gonna make an amendment. Probably they're gonna try something, I guess. But and that would be good, man. That would be extremely cool, right? Them just just wanting to make the amendment too, so that they can drop the case against Richard, right? That would, I'm not sure if that works or not. I have no idea, but yeah, let's see what happens. I don't really care, right? I don't really care about any of that. I think, I don't think they're related. I think we can still have the case, and we can still have the Interpol thing, and everything can go to the to the moon, right? Maybe even harder. I don't know. Because we've seen what happened when the STC news came out, right? Small pump and then boom, immediate sell-off. So, I mean, I don't know how to say this, but it seems that there's still jits around, right? I don't know how is that even possible? How is that even possible? But it seems like that. It seems there's some jits around, right? All right. Oh, by the way, it's time for the commercial, because, man, without this pDAI thing, man, I really gotta eat, man. I'm starving, and I cannot sell my pDAIs anymore, because they're going to zero. So I need something else. I need the piri-piris. I need them to pay me the fucking piri-piri so that I can eat. So let's fucking do this. Commercial time. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get back to it. What are you guys saying? All right. Nah, Kryptov, hang in there just 2 more weeks. Yes, man, 2 more weeks and we're out of the woodwork. We're gonna pump into Valhalla. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Green candles everywhere. Even pDAI is gonna pump like crazy. And people will be crazy again. So we'll all be friends very soon. Very, very, very soon. Yes, yes, indeed, guys. Yes, indeed. Should we take a look at Twitter? Let's see what's going on Twitter, and then some prices. See some price action to see if pDAI keeps pumping and what's pumping, what's dumping and what's pumping. Because I've seen that some crazy price action today, guys. I've seen some crazy price action today. Some whales buying ETH, the meme coin ETH, like crazy, buying like crazy, man. Insane, man. Diamond hands. Right, let me share the screen. Ooh, I need to take this from here. Yes. This one can go. Oops, sorry, give me 1 second. Just preparing the screen. Deck screener 2. There we go. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Should be alright. Alright, we have new posts, so let's go. Where is the restream thing? Okay. Oh my god, why? Oh my god. I don't know why this restream sometimes doesn't recognize. Alright, let's go. Let's see if it works now. Is it? Come on, restream. You don't want to work, really? Okay, I'll share the window. Doesn't matter. I think you can see the screen. Let's go. Yes, ma'am. Soon you'll be able to not sell your hex with an immutable price oracle, which is absolutely amazing. The amount of pDAI cope I've been seeing on my climate is out of the world, but when I don't play them, probably one of the longest, most efficient types in crypto. Hex one. I mean, I agree, Hex one, but I'm not gonna agree with the whole thing, right? I mean, I will. There's been a lot of cope, right? I think, but I think a lot of the cope is also, people who actually think, in my opinion, who actually look at this more or less like an experiment, right? And they don't understand the hate. They're like, man, why are you so hateful towards a narrative in Pulsechain, right? One that actually could be, if it worked, right? If it actually worked, it could be extremely good for like the whole ecosystem. So it's kind of stupid that you're against it, in my opinion, right? But again, I could be wrong. I don't look at it like, as a team sport kind of thing, like you need to be on my team or you're my enemy. This is not really, I think, that sort of situation. I know we were all competing, but capitulate already. I like this. Please capitulate already. The Bolshevik used the sacrifice of some couriers, but they are still. Oh my god, this is tweet Ukraine, because yeah, man, I agree. This is good, man. This is good. Like, yeah, it's true, man. The away is the sacrifice of some coins and still 17 down. This is it. Like, this is a fact, man. This is an absolute fact. And then you look at the pDAI chart, you see this. I don't understand. People get angry. They're like, why didn't these guys buy my coin? But like, the away did buy those coins, and it did not work because there were too many sellers. So it's like the hex situation. All the anger. It's like, I think the anger should be within. Like because who sold the X chart minus 99.99%? It was the Hexicans. It was us, guys. So I don't know. pDAI to burn soon, right? All right, let's see what happens. It's still a big question mark. It could be true. Yes, this is true. There's a Yeah, let's see, man. Like, if this is an exploit, there's like still a lot of pain that could come out of this, right? But we'll see. Again, like these addresses that are being, we'll see. Like, we'll see. You know, if they are part of the plan or not very soon, man. This dude is hilarious. This dude is hilarious. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens here. It could be that, or it could be something else, right? It's possible that just somebody, you know, exploiting the the contract somehow. When I say exploiting, is they're using the normal functionality, but due to the price, the price is being this is because it uses, for example, ETH, right? But the ETH price on Pulsechain is all screwed up, so it's kind of basically. Yeah, that's my point, man. I don't listen to these people like who are shilling, like sacrifice shit. I don't participate in that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't listen to what they have to say. I'm sorry. Richard Fudding X. It's true, man. At this point, yeah, everyone said it was pure cope. Yeah, man, I remember this. I was there. So, and most of you guys were here, right? You remember this. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. So, I mean, like free 10x, right? Free 10x on Hex from Ethereum. So, like, and I understand people get angry because why are they buying this? Why are they not buying the coin from Pulsechain? And because people like to do whatever people like to do. If you really would have done a long time ago, I agree. Yeah, like I agree, man. Like again, like shit happens, and like it could be like it might be something unexpected, right? And that part is sometimes shit happens, right? But if not, yeah, I don't see why keep the the thing going for so long, right? But there's many reasons, right? There's many reasons why he could have not cared, because it's a market choosing to pump it, right? It's not his responsibility at the end of the day, as we know. Everything else is noise. But you see, this is like, I don't get this, the kind type of mentality. Like, at the course, that's a tweet. So why did Richard Lunch pump.fun, right? Like just because, pump.tires, because he doesn't give a shit. Just because. No reason at all, right? Why did he launch the RH memes? No reason at all, right? Just because he wanted. That's my point, this is a chain. If you're like only looking to buy 4 coins, man, like why build a chain? I don't get it. I will never understand this mentality. It's like, I understand that you personally, you only bought these coins and you only want these coins to pump. I get it, man. I also, like, largest coin that I hold, like probably this is the second one, so I understand that, bro. I understand that. Like in dollar value, that would be awesome. If you guys do that, please do that, because it will pump my bags to fucking infinity. But I'm not being honest, right? Because this is a chain and we want people to build here. So if people come to build and like the mentality is here, like, oh, you're building that? No, this is not a core coin. Fuck you. Like, I mean, like, how retarded can you be? Like, sorry, man. Sorry if I offend you, but this is actually the truth, man. Like, go to other chains, go see what other people do, man. It's they build stuff, and if you want people to build stuff, you cannot just be like, oh, everything sucks except 4 coins. I mean, sure, but I don't I will not understand that. Oh, that's the famous tweet. There we go. Spin this. Yeah, like they're spinning it, bro. They're spinning it. You can trust us that these people are insane, bro. These people are insane. One of the things or else. Yeah, exactly. That is true. That is true. It's not as stupid as, yeah, man, Satoshi is actually behind this coin. Telling the truth. Yeah, but to me it's like more like saying, for example, that it wasn't Roger Ver, like, launching Bitcoin Cash, right? That it was Satoshi launching Bitcoin Cash. Like, was it Satoshi? No, it wasn't Satoshi. Was it who launched Ethereum Classic? it was Vitalik, right? Because it was the original one. Right? The other one was forked also by Vitalik, right? So that's kind of like my point. But I understand, right? I'm not gonna say that he's incorrect, right? If this is his opinion, I think he's absolutely entitled to that opinion, right? And I understand, like, there's many reasons. One of the reasons is just because that's the way that he sees things, right? And that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Read the science. Already pDAI puts you in charge. Let's see. Let's feed the narrative. I like the narrative, man. I like the narrative of pDAI. I like the narrative having a meme coin that turns into a stable coin. I absolutely love that narrative, man. I think it's a crazy narrative, like absolutely crazy, absolutely the most insane thing ever. This is bullish. Yes, let's vote on that. The real pDAI. This was funny. Yeah, they're pumping. Yeah, man, they're pumping. I like that. I like that too, man. Yeah, this is a good tweet, bro. You can't kill coins with tweets. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that people don't care anymore. Is it nice? I did not know. It's your job. Yeah, man. This is something that I've been always be saying, man. It's like it's our job to put, like, to push things, to pump things, to attract new people, to bring on board new people. But again, if you're like, in the entire change mentality is like you need to onboard like for these 4 coins. I mean, yeah, sure, we can do that, but like I like people who come to build stuff and they're like, no. I mean, yeah, it's like it's nice to to build stuff, and people like new things, that to try new things, in my opinion, right? And I'm not saying like memes or that kind of sort of life. That, sure, that's fine, absolutely fine, I don't see a problem with that. But I'm talking about like products, right? Products that people use, and I like that stuff, and we need kind of a little bit more open mentality. I think he's here for the money, she's here for the tech, I'm here for the show. Gary, man, that was a good one. I like this. But you see, like, this kind of sounds a little bit condescending, like it was tough for, I think, everybody, right? Like even Hex went down, everything went down, right? So I mean, it's nice. It's nice. I mean, she's a warm person. She wants people to feel nice, to feel good, and that's nice. That's nice. More pDAI stuff. Let's go. Oops. Can you actually hear it? It's too long. All right, maybe another one, a shorter one. Bullshit and calling, blonde hair people. What's up? What's up? What's up? I like the intro. Yeah, this is true, man. X1, I like that, man. This is true, man. And you see, we can push stuff without like, oh, this is better than the other thing. No, man, this is the actual truth, right? Hex has been like, completely destroyed, like in every level, not like from inside. I'm just talking about the attacks from the outside, right? And that's insane, right? And T-Bird is true, right? He's right. He's telling the truth, right? Yeah, man, like all the attacks and all the other communities attacking and all that shit, like the things that we had to endure, man, it's insane. So yeah, man, Hex to 100%. Hex to 1, man, that's like too low for Hex, bro. It's like 1 is when is for pDAI, bro. Hex can do like $10, much more, man. Like, it's insane now. The game mechanics have changed, bro, so it can go much higher. Let's go. Oh, David Feather is against pDAI. All right, I think he made a lot of money if he's running the validators from pDAI trading. So yeah, but you see, this is like the the mentality I don't understand. Like, like somebody who's building on Pulsechain is against the stuff that could be actually good for Pulsechain, right? I don't understand this. It makes me sad, man. It makes me sad that people have like this tunnel vision, in my opinion, right? Like, but it is what it is. Things could change, right? Things could change, and in the sense that if let's like think positively now, right? In the sense that if there's no let me go back to the stream. If where is this? Here I am. Oh, so and I wasn't here. Sorry, guys. I thought my window was here. Sorry. Where am I? Where is my window? Little window. Oh, sorry. There. Here I am. Okay, sorry. Oh, but it's on the. Should be on the other side. Give me a second. Let me customize this. A little bit larger. Whoops. There we go. Like this, okay, but I don't think that you can see the window very well, right? Yeah, I think I need to zoom in a little bit more, I guess. The only lesson that we can learn from the pDAI story is that we don't know the future of pDAI, but the PLSX are safer bets from now. Cause yeah, man, like that is true, man. If in that sense, absolutely, like if you want the safety net of RH, let's say. Yes, man. I think you should buy the core coins, yeah, and that is absolutely true, right? But it doesn't mean again that you shouldn't like look elsewhere, right? I mean, because in my opinion, all these other coins, in the sense of pDAI, the P copies, right? I'm gonna generalize the P copies. They were created by the same person, right? I don't care. Like, people are entitled to their opinions, but this is for me a fact. He created, like, somebody clicked the button, right? Somebody, let's say, responsible for the change. So yeah, in that sense, for me, it's the same creator, right? The same logic applies to pump.tires, memes. It's the same thing, right? The ones that were created by the founder of pump.tires, or whoever launched that exchange, so which seems to be Richard, right? I mean, I understand, like, the disassociation thing, but at the same time, it is what it is, right? It's somebody had to launch it, so things have a founder. A founder is not a CEO. A founder is not an executive. A founder is somebody who founded something, right? So founded, it has many meanings. It can be somebody who started it, or founded, like in the sense of found, right? So maybe Richard was the first person to find pump.tires, right? But somebody is that first person, right? And in that sense, at least to me, in my mind, same logic applies to the P copies, right? So it's very simple, logic. Yeah, but in any ways, right? I understand why go back to the 4 coins, right? But for me, it's like a Bitcoin maximalist mindset. Like, you tried the Ethereum, I got rugged in some altcoins, I'm going back to Bitcoin. Like, it's the same mentality, right? It's the same kind of thing that people go through, right? It's like, I went through that, right, in 2017. I went through that. Now Bitcoin is better, but I was like, no, like, Ethereum is so much fun, right? It has all this stuff happening now, right? So I went through that phase, but pretty quickly, I guess. It's not that I don't like Bitcoin. Of course I do like Bitcoin, but it's all tech, so there's much better things now. We have the purple Bitcoin. Oh yes, I haven't forgotten. And we have Richard Hart's Bitcoin too. Now we have 2 competitors in the same chain. So, but you see, for me, to me at least, they're like by the same person, right? And I understand all the arguments that you can make against that, but it's just my opinion. It's going to be very hard to change that unless you can show me who else was responsible for the creation of pDAI or PWBTC or whatever, right? If you can show me that it was somebody else, sure, I'll happily change my mind. But so far, doesn't seem like somebody else did it, right? So it's that's just how it is, in my opinion, right? But again, you could go back to that mentality of just buying those 4 coins for just the safety net, right? And in terms of, is it safer, right? Absolutely. I think it is, because those coins, like, we've seen that, like, there's a away the rest, right, that likes to buy those coins. So in that sense, sure. In the sense of like the people who are coming to the chain, I don't know what they will like. I don't know the narrative, which narrative is going to be the strongest in like 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. I can make educated guesses, right? But I don't know. So everybody was expecting like these 4 coins to be the ones that pumped the most, but then there was Bear, then was pDAI, there was a bunch of other coins, right, that people just enjoyed, right? People just enjoy it. So we don't know what's going to happen in that sense, right? I think it's kind of lame that if you're just buying the coins expecting Richard to pump your bags. I think it's sad because yeah, it is sad. I was expecting people to buy those coins because the chain was getting adoption, like stuff was being built, that use those coins and or even related to those coins, right? And people just liked the chain, and they were like, okay, what else is in here? Because I like the mentality that people have, that you just go to the chain and you just buy one thing. Like, is that what happens? Is that what you do when you go to another chain, to a new chain? Usually no. You usually start with a native token and then you disperse to smaller things, to other things that interest you, right? So yeah, I think that that speaks to most people, right? Not the people that just buy one thing and hold one thing. Like, that's not most people. That's not what most people do, right? So just trying to cater to most of the market, right? Because most people, a lot of people are like, I want the market to be like this, but that's not how the market is, man. You need to adapt to what the market is and how the market works and the players in the market, right? So that's why I think it was extremely smart to launch pump.tires gem. I always get them, mixed up, because the market likes that, man. And the likelihood that new players who come in now like that is greater than, players who don't like that, right? Because that's something that they're now used to and that they've seen and they're acquainted. That's the narrative, right? That's what the people like now. So yep, I think it's smart to kind of go with the trend in that sense. So yeah, and unless we're expecting Richard to build every product that the chain needs, which is also fucking retarded in my opinion, right? Because it's good that other people are doing stuff, right? Not depending, because I like how you cannot have expectations, but then you only have expectations because you only buy the 4 coins, so you kind of only have the expectation that he does pump your bags, right? Again, which is kind of weird to me, right? At least it's weird to me, because that's what we should not do, in my opinion. We should find different ways to pump the chain, right? And those coins will pump with the chain, right? Now, of course, buying those coins directly, it's always the best option, right? So if I'm onboarding people to the chain, I'm talking to them first about HEX and the coins that Richard built, right? But when they ask me what's this, or what's this ecosystem, what's this pDAI narrative, I'm going to explain, right? I'm not going to say, don't look into that. That's stupid, man. That's not the right. I think the right mindset is telling people what's going on and allowing them to choose and to see what they like, because that's how it is, just how it is, in my opinion. Pedro, based in your past, yes, in my past, I do have a past, true. In your past experience, why do you think that the bull market will peak in 2005 are likely to extend 2026, which extend the bull market narrative some analysis expect? That's a good question, man. I don't know. I think 2025, man. I think it's going to be, the end is going to be this year, right? And I would not expect it to extend to 2026. If it does, it's something very short, I guess. But I'm gonna stick it with the 2025, probably last quarter, something like that. That's my expectation, right? We had a kind of a slow end of the first quarter, so yeah, man, I think there's still room to grow, obviously, but when things start to go up, they will go up fast, and you won't have much time, in 6 months tops, right? So let's see. I think to extend to 2026, the real pump would, in my opinion, would need to start after the summer, right? So during the summer or after, right? So we'll see. I still think 2025. Honestly, I still think 2025 is when we'll see the mega pump. So yeah, I really don't agree with this mindset of the other stuff is not cool. I mean, you can think like that, right? But I think it's very short-sighted mindset. And look, man, I really like David. He's a I follow him. I think he's one of the greatest builders. Like he's the greatest. I'm gonna say it. He's the greatest builder within Pulsechain, right? Like besides Richard, like he's an amazing builder, right? And I would absolutely recommend the products that he built. Absolutely doesn't. But because it's the thing, man, I separate the man from the like his opinions, right? It doesn't matter if he thinks pDAI is crazy, is terrible. It doesn't matter to me. Like if the person builds cool shit, and like I'm gonna recommend it. I don't care. I'm not emotional, right? In that sense that you need to separate the person from the product, right? Yeah, I don't know many of the founders of the products that I use actually. So yeah. In November last year, near the top of pDAI, this wallet converted 40 million hex to 30 million. Today, you can barely get it. Yeah, you see, don't ratio trade, man. It's Hex is king. I think Hex is still king, man. That is true, man. Hex is still king. Now, again, is it because Hex is king that again everything else sucks? No, I don't like that. That's not my mentality anymore. I'm sorry. It was when Hex was the only coin. Then it was very easy to say that, and that made sense. But then when the guy who builds Hex, decides that there's more coins with value, then I think you need to upgrade your worldview. That's what I think. Yeah. So, man, this was a great tweet. This needs to be reshared, man. Postcards, yes, man. We need to send more postcards, guys. Like definitely more postcards. Yes, indeed. Yes, it's true. Yeah, like this is so true, man. This is so true. Like a lot of these influencers, of these Hex influencers, like only shilling Hex and telling you that Hex is the best thing, and like only Hex. This is the reason why they want to keep dumping, right? So that's why I think that there's a lot of people who kind of they're just pumping their bags, right? I could be like that. I mean, I keep telling you guys, my largest bag is Hex, and I'm telling you if I wanted the best, right, in that sense, I would be chilling Hex non-stop, right? Only Hex, only buy Hex, the rest is shit, the rest is crazy. I would be telling you that because it's my largest bag. So but that makes no sense, because it's again the guy founded more coins, man. So what's the point of only one coin? That mentality, he killed it, right? You can still have it, right? Obviously, it's absolutely fine, but I think it's gone. It's the old ways. Yeah, man. Boom. I like this. Yeah, man. Yes, this is a good tweet, man. This is a good tweet. There was more. You see, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So far, if this is an actual exploit, in the sense that it's an address outside what's expected, then yeah, sure, there could be a problem there, but we'll see. Yeah, man. But this is the thing. That could be the point, right? That could be the point. So, I'm burning my Hex. That is true, man. you don't unburn it. But you mint it, right? But nice one. Nice. People copying hard again. What Bezos is. And everybody thinks like maybe they're right, like, you know, and like people are just pimping their banks, right? But I think he's one of the guys who just likes the experiment, right? Like he had a different opinion about pDAI, right? And it could be that he's just worried about his banks, but I think he honestly he had a different view, and then he changed his mind. Like he saw the, like, you know, the narrative, the value that it could, you know, that could be gained, right, by the chain if pDAI pump like to infinity, right? And if there it actually peg, if there was a mechanic behind the p maker to make it peg, right, somehow, or through any other means, right, that it could be very valuable for the chain, right? And that's actually, you know, I think a cool idea, right? And that's what motivated, right? What's the, oh my god, I cannot, this is too big, doesn't matter, we move on. Yes, so it's more or less the same thing, right? About pDAI, I guess. Could be, sirs. Yeah, man. That is that is good advice, man. Actually, Temtem, thank you, because this is absolute fact. One of the healthiest habits to learn: take nothing personally. Yeah, man. This is true, man. Do not take things personally. Just move on. People can have their opinions, man. And yeah, man, it's absolutely right. And this applies to myself, right? Because today I've been criticizing a lot, and I shouldn't, right? People want to like one thing, for things. That's fine, man. It's absolutely fine, and we need to celebrate that they're happy with the coins that they're buying, right? We need to respect the pump. Yeah. This is fun, man. Like this chain is amazing. Like all the, you know, commotion, the craziness, really a Richard Hart chain. At this point, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. I like that, man. There's more people that like think like me. That's good, man. I'm happy for that. I'm not alone. That's good, man. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah. Yeah, this tweet was like, you know, crazy good, man. This we liked it already, but this tweet was crazy good. Am I following eHEX? Yeah, of course I am. Good. Grabs in a bucket, think for yourself. Yeah, man, it's true. This is the most important thing. Like, and whatever, like if it goes well, awesome. If it doesn't like go well, try to learn something, right? If you can, and yeah. Yeah, this is like, again, yeah, unless it's like people didn't notice, right, for a long time, which can be true. So we also have that. Should we take a look at some coins, guys? Should we? Have you been? No. You've been quiet now, guys. You've been quiet. Just can you read Twitter? Can you read the Twitter that I'm sharing? Or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can. Let me. Can I open this? I kind of disappeared. It kind of eats some of the information. So let me see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. But I think we can change from Twitter anyways, right? All right, man, it could be this. I'm gonna like this too, because it could be this, right? It could be like face value, right? That is not behind it. It doesn't want to be behind it. Like, don't link me to this shit, and that's it. Could be that. I don't think it is, but it could be that, right? We could interpret this at face value. No grinding casino. Isn't valuable. This is true, man. There could be many reasons why you chosen to remain silent until now, right? One of the reasons is that that they didn't think there was an exploit or anything, and they just noticed, right? And this is good. Like, you see, like, if T-Bird says stuff that I don't agree with, some stuff that I agree with, right? And follow him, and I like the tweets that I agree with, right? That's it. We don't need to kind of hate the people because he said something that I don't agree with. Like, I'm gonna block him, like he's a terrible person. No, man. Like, just an opinion on something, right? We don't need to agree on everything. Yes. Exactly. Maybe that's the game we're playing, right? I don't know, man. At this point, we don't know if it's a game, if it's the reality. You see, this is the thing. Like, we know he's behind Hex, so let's all buy Hex because, yeah, that's it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Man, this is amazing, bro. I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna follow because this is an amazing tweet, like amazing meme. Very, like, well done. If Pulsechain had more of these memes, like, we had more adoption, man. I'm 100% certain. Oh, man. Okay, I need to listen to these places afterwards. All right, I like this. I like crazy stuff. Crazy stuff is good. Is it the guy from XRP, like the CEO or whatever? I think he is. You see, but this is the point. Like, yeah, it could be super clear, or it could be exactly the opposite. We don't know at this point, man. It's like no idea. That is actually true, man. Like, a new explorer would be good. Are we allowed to have more explorers, or do we need to use the one that Richard launched? Yeah. No, now we're just having fun. Oh, that was maybe this is an old thing. Oh shit! Oh my god, that's a harsh one, man. So let's see. Can you guys hear him?
167x.
Can you hear him? Let me know.
Pulsechain is down 70%. Hex is down 62%. And PulseX is down 15%.
Can you hear the video? I think you should be able to hear the video. So let me know.
This is how I read it. To me, that's not random. To me. I like Grok's odds. Grok gives 60% chance that Richard Hart is one of the main operators behind pDAI. So if you give it 0, fair enough, sell and leave. It's just, this is what I think. And by the way, like, this is weird. Something with an infinite minting bug is up 167x since the SEC attacked Richard, and then his core coins are down 70%, down 60%, down 15%. Really weird, man. Is that random? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard for me to, like, is this like one gargantuan scam that's going up? Just sounds weird. How come the core coins that, by the way, like, this is another weird part. He's bought some of the, well, whoever controls the sacrifice address, they bought some of the core coins, and it's still down after the SEC. So, like, that's funny. You gotta admit, that's funny. That's funny and that's weird. He used the origin address to actually buy the core coins, and they're still down on the SEC. And then pDAI He's up 167x still.
But can you hear Somi, guys?
You decide, my friends.
If you can hear the video. Did you hear Somi video? Just let me know so that I can play other videos in the future. Yeah, but this was
this is something interesting for the Pulsechain community.
Oops. Like, I think this is a good point, man. A really good point. That you know, it's up a lot, right? It's up a lot, and maybe that's why people are angry, right? That's just because yeah, people just are angry. Yeah, man. Like, this is a great time to buy most, in my opinion, man. Oh wait, where's the music? Ah, it's coming back. Okay. Okay, sound, everything is good, perfect. Just this spicy tweet chega ao Twitter. But again, this could be the same situation, like, you know, eHEX, pHEX, and I'm pretty sure this guy was like all about fuck hex, I'm from Ethereum. So I think like these people don't really understand markets, man. Sorry, because they think it's a one player thing, you know. It's alright. Yeah, it could be right. It could be right. This could be absolutely true. That this was just kind of an unexpected actor, right? So we gotta like that, because this could actually be true. Told you stupid as a scam. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's the same mentality, right? It's again, it's not about like being butthurt or not, right? It's about open-mindedness, I guess, to new ideas. That's I think the important thing, right? The fact that like most of these people were not even interested in. My God, kid is crying a lot. Can you hear him? He's like crying a lot. But my point is that and I forgot. Sorry. What was my point? Oh yeah, okay. That basically. This mentality of just one thing, right? I will not understand it. pDAI or eHEX, what's more controversial? Well, that's a good question, man. Nah, pDAI is more controversial. Yeah, pDAI is more controversial. It's $2 again. Let's fucking go, baby. I don't understand this one. This is crazy. Guys, oh my God, yeah. I think I don't know what did Richard say. I don't know, guys. I have no idea what Richard said, but I think I gotta go, man. My newborn, not newborn, he's like 9 months old. My kid, one of my kids, but he's crying a lot. Not crying like making. It's one of those nights, you know, like where they don't want to sleep. I guess I have to stay, you know, awakened for the rest of the night. Hopefully not just 1 hour or so. But yeah, he's crying a lot. So I think I'm gonna give a hand to my wife, if you guys don't mind. Sorry for ending the show this abruptly, but. I'll make it up to you guys tomorrow, I promise. Thanks for being here, you know, and I guess, let me see if I can, oops, yeah, perfect. Thanks for being here, guys. Sorry for ending this so abruptly, but kid is crying a lot and I need to tend to the wife and the kids, basically. It's life, you know how it is. So we'll speak tomorrow, guys, and yeah, we'll keep the discussion going, because it's not over, guys. It's not fucking over. And don't forget, just 2 more weeks, guys. 2 more weeks, and the party starts. So hang tight. Ciao.
Oiga, cacique descontinuado. Esta es la segunda advertencia que le hacemos. Oiga, cacique descontinuado. ¿Qué pasa a los pepenadores? Esta es la segunda advertencia que le hacemos. ¿Cómo?